Putting a man on child support is for you jealous, bitter bitches. You just mad because he didn't want you, so now he gotta go on child support. He gonna pay. What? It be girls really say that stupid shit. Men say that dumb shit too. No, motherfucker. The relationship didn't work out, and you think you ain't supposed to pay? You think you ain't supposed to help? Then had to go through the court system because your ass wasn't doing what you was supposed to be doing. Y'all won't even go pick the motherfucking kids up. The mama gotta be with the kids 24 motherfucking 7. Because most of y'all do not have y'all kids and say, well, bring them with me. Y'all be barely having somewhere to fucking stay. Oh, well, she get Section 8, she get this, she don't need my help. Y'all stop fucking trifling. Barely be paying $100 a week, and then don't even be on back pay. 40,000 back pay. 8 motherfucking kids that you couldn't take care of, but she bitter and jealous. Maybe you was just fucking trifling, shouldn't be out here just making all these kids you can't handle and you can't pay for. It's not always no bitter, it's most time it ain't that. You need to do your fucking part.
Hello everyone, this is Emmanuel Cook. We will be reacting to a new video today, so make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe down below, and let's get into the video.
If you put your baby daddy on child support, I just feel like you're a bum and you're broke. Now that I've got your attention, I'm not putting my baby daddy on child support. I've made a video on this before. If you see me 3 or 4 IP on that video, hello again. But not only do I don't want the courts and those people in my business, I am honestly doing just fine without them. I'm making enough income to supply my needs and my baby's needs. You see, my nails is done. Baby, I'm able to do everything. God has been blessing things tenfold. Also, God has not put it on my heart to put him on child support. So if all fails and I'm just dead broke, then yeah, I will go to them people. But on the flip side, baby, a mother got to do what they have to do. If a mother cannot provide for their kids, what's the issue with getting child support from the father? That's the least the father can do is provide financially. And honestly, it's cheaper to be on child support than it is to be the primary parent. We all know that. Not even that, fortunately and unfortunately. I can always go to them people and get back pay for the years. That man ain't gonna be running from nothing. I don't know. I could never judge a mother for putting the father of their kids on child support. Like, huh? And then most of y'all don't even be paying that much anyway, like $200, $400 a month. That ain't covering nothing, you hear me? I don't have my baby daddy on child support, nor do I ever see me doing it pretty soon here. Simply because that man deserves no rights to their child. But never will I ever judge another woman for doing that. That's crazy. Mind you, that's somebody else's baby daddy. Mind you, that's somebody else's kid. Why do you care? Anyway.
So I think I definitely have the award for having the pettiest fucking ex-husband in the world. My ex-husband and I got divorced a few months ago, and so he was supposed to start paying child support. Yesterday, he sent the child support check, but not only did I get the check, he also had written in detail every little thing that I have to spend that money on. And he clearly also wrote on there that if our child needs clothes and shoes, that the thrift store has them for about $2 a piece, so I can go buy them there. Food-wise, he said that I am not allowed to go to a fast food restaurant at all, that I have to cook at home, or I can text him and he will bring me something for our son. And also, he did put on there that if our son ever needed a haircut, that I am only allowed to go to Cost Cutters, because I am only supposed to spend $10 to $15 on our fucking son's haircut. The last thing that he put on there, he said that if my son did not have a right to actually get to school, that I need to let him know and he'll try and make it work. Or we have to make our son walk 10 miles to get to school. It's fucking bullshit, and I am not going to accept his $200 child support check. There's no way in fucking hell. We got a divorce because my ex-husband was not willing to spend a dime on our son to get new shoes or, just anything that he needed for school. He was too busy spending that money on girls at clubs. So as a full-time working mom, I can actually afford to get my son a very good haircut. Actually, I'm at a hair salon right now so that I can actually pay for one, because that's what my son deserves.
One thing that I will always be an advocate for, take that motherfucker to court and put him on child support. Do it today. Do it right now. Don't wait. I don't care if it's the mama or the daddy or whoever, put him on child support. And any chance you get, if you hear about a job change or a raise, you take them right back to court and you get a damn increase on that child support, okay? I don't care that there are people out there that abuse the system and they're using the money to fund their lavish lifestyles. I don't give a damn. Because you know why? There are also people who abuse the system and don't pay 1 red cent on their damn goddamn child support and never have no consequences or repercussions. Oh, you suspended the motherfucker's license. Guess what? He's still out here driving. Oh, you got a warrant out for their arrest? The motherfucker hang out in the same spots every single day, and y'all ain't took him to jail yet? Then they get to jail to do a little couple of days, and y'all let him right back out. And if you don't do it for nobody else, do it for people like my mama who got a baby daddy right now that's $60,000 in arrears. And you know what these motherfuckers said to him? Well, just pay $100 a month. $100 a month? Are you kidding me? And then the motherfucker ain't even paying that.
Alright, this has been bugging me for a while and I keep seeing posts about it. It's ridiculous, okay? Just because a woman is successful, a mother is successful enough to get her nails done, her hair done, her lashes done, fathers don't think that they have to pay anything. They think that they don't have to pay child support or provide for their child that they had because the mother makes more money than them. That doesn't even make sense. If the mother has full custody of the child, if the mother is primarily having the child most of the time and the father is not helping outside of child support, then there's no reason why they should not be paying their child support. I don't give a fuck. If I make enough money to get my hair done, my nails done, my lashes done, and my baby is taken care of, there's no reason why you don't have to provide and take care of our child as well.
Yo, let me kick some real talk to y'all, like child support. This is a lot of y'all like, man, it's a broke chick's hustle. It's a broke chick's come up. And she living large off of my child support. I'm like, oh, word? Dang, you balling like that? How much you sending her? Man, I'm sending her $200 a month. Bruh, $200 a month. You can't even feed kids, especially teenagers. You can't even feed kids with $200 a month. And she got 2 of your kids and you giving her $200 a month? Like, bruh, come on, bruh. Come on, bruh. That's nothing. Be happy you're only paying $200 a month when she has to pay rent. These days it's like $1,200 for rent. So rent is $1,200. Then you got electric bill. Summer coming up, that's $200. There go your child support right there. Then you got the car note. Then you got car insurance. Then you got the extra food she gotta buy. If that kid is in any activities, you got that stuff to pay too. She's paying all of this, and you coming with your little $200 and you complaining about that, bruh. If you don't man up and handle what you gotta take care of and quit complaining about $200. Matter of fact, I'm gonna say this: if you got 2 kids with a woman and you paying less than $1,000. Sit out that conversation. That conversation about she living off your money, sit that out. Sit that out. Because project chicks can't even live off of that with all the extra expenses kids are. And then dudes is online talking about, well, you know, if you get an LLC, you know, LLC Twitter, and be like, if you get an LLC, she can't touch this and put yourself on payroll. She can't do. Why are you trying to find creative ways to cheat your children? That's really what it is. How do you call yourself a good father, but you're not making sure your children have what they need? All right? I'm paying about 2 G's myself, and I'm not complaining because I know what it costs to raise my children. Me and their mother, we do what we have to do, but I'm not complaining. It could be a struggle sometimes, but at the same time, it would cost more for me to have them full time. So why are you complaining about $200 or $300? Bro, get your chips up. Get you a CDL. You don't want to do it, okay? Then you rather stay broke. You gotta think about it like this. Do I want to do something I don't want to do, but it'll make me the money that I want and need? Or do you just want to complain and continue to do something you're doing now and just give it what you need? You gotta make a choice. But either way, you gotta man up. You gotta take care of the kids. They deserve a father, and you gotta be more than just a checkbook father, right?
Okay, here's the thing about child support, right? For normal people, cool. But if you are rich, bruh, it is not fair. And you pay about $8,000 per month in child support. To me, at least, that is totally unfair. A child does not need $8,000 a month just to live. $8,000 a month is more than enough for a child. I think that if a child has what he actually needs and not what the mom feels like she is entitled to and what she wants, then cool. But if it is just a money grab, if it is planned, schemed, and all of these things, that is totally unfair for the parent who pays child support. man or woman. Get the child what the child needs. Anything else, any extras, is totally unfair. And a lot of times at a very high level, it is just a money grab at that point. 10 grand, 20 grand in child support. Are you kidding me? What child needs $20,000? It is just a money grab, and it is a scam at that point.
So y'all, I was thinking, right? So I'm not a child support bitch, but I'm putting my ex-husband on child support. I'm going down to the courthouse today, and I'm putting his ass on child support. So for the last couple of months, he's really been slacking on the shit that he's been doing, right? And I've been really trying to hold it down and do it myself. But at the end of the day, I'm tired of it. So we're going to run down what he has not been doing and what I'm not going to play with. So his agreement is he's supposed to pay half of my car note, and he was supposed to pay the kids' fundraiser for them to graduate from middle school, and then he was supposed to also pay for their birthday party because he promised to buy them a phone for Christmas. He did not buy them nothing for Christmas. I think he gave them $60. He never bought them a phone. So Daryl went ahead and bought them a phone for their birthday. So I ended up giving him the money back. Daryl was like, you don't gotta give me $600 back, just give me $400. Gave him the money back for the phone because it's not his job. I'm really big on it's not his job to buy anything for my children because they have a dad. So did all that. So I texted him this morning. I'm like, yeah, you haven't gave me my car insurance for 2 months, and though I still have car insurance. He's like, didn't respond. I'm like, also the kid's birthday party is going to be the 28th at iFly. You already know half of that is $400. Are you paying that? No response. I called him. He not answering. So when I get off work today, I'm going to child support and putting his ass on here. There's no way in hell I'm about to sit here and continue to let him live scot-free and paying what he want to pay without being put on child support. So the other day he was like, can I claim one of the kids? Absolutely fuck not. So y'all, I have 3 cars. So I have my Jeep. I just got my Kia back out the shop. And then I also have the Corolla. I have gave him the Corolla, right? Because when we got a divorce, I'm like, you can keep the Corolla. I'm leaving your ass. I'm buying the Jeep. I have replaced the engine in the Corolla. I had also replaced the starter. I had took the Corolla back because I think the kid was in the shop before, and I took my Corolla back. He was not maintaining the Corolla, so I had to put more money in the Corolla. I think I needed a starter or oil change. He just wasn't taking care of the Corolla, and the Corolla was just fucked up. So the Corolla needed a new radio. The Corolla needed all this stuff, and I'm just like, you didn't have this car for 2 years. You're not taking care of this car at all. Anyway, took the car back, fixed the Corolla back up, ended up giving it back to him because I got the kid. I didn't need a second car. I'm like, you take care of this car, you can have this car. Anyway, gave him the key back. Never got the Corolla back. Anyway, the Corolla got stopped for tags. He didn't take my tags. The Corolla got stopped for tents. In Maryland, we're not allowed to have a certain percent of tents. He ended up getting the Corolla tags taken. Had the tags taken. He never put no new tags on the Corolla. Corolla had been sitting in his yard for about 2 years, maybe 2 years, with no tags. He calls me. He's like, yeah, I want you to sign the Corolla over to me. I'm like, yeah, whatever, go ahead. So then he was like, I can't get the Corolla in your name. You still had a lien on it. I think you owe like $1,000 on the Corolla. I'm like, I don't remember owing $1,000 on the Corolla unless you and your mother reversed the payment on that Corolla back in the day. But your mother's passed away, so there's nothing we could do about it. And I'm not paying $1,000 on a 2009 Corolla. So it is what it is. Give it away. So then he calls me and was like, can I have the Kia and just refinance the Kia and you let me have the Kia and make the payments? Bitch, you can't even make payments to me. So I'm like, no, you cannot have the Kia. He was like, well, I don't have a car. Not my problem. You're not my husband. So I feel like he has an attitude because I won't give him the Kia, and he's mad at me because I won't give him a Kia. Now, the Kia was my runaway car. When I left my ex-husband, I disappeared. I ran away from him because I didn't know how he was going to react. So I left. I bought a new car. I got my own apartment, and I left him while he was at work. And now he's like, I want the Kia because you got the Jeep. Absolutely not. You don't even pay for the Corolla. You don't even pay me. How do I know you're going to pay a car that's in your name? Then he said that he wanted to give it to his girlfriend. She needed a car. Absolutely the fuck not. So now he's just not paying anything. And when I tell you, y'all, please hear me out. I know it's a long video and it's a rant. Don't think because you're married and you had a ring, or you had somebody's last name that they're going to take care of their children when you leave. When I left him to go be with Daryl, when I left him, he was okay in the beginning, but he half-assed stepped his children, and his children really suffer. He's going to pick his kids up from Friday to Monday. He brings the kids back on Sunday. Sometimes he don't pick the kids up to Saturday evening, maybe 3 or 4 o'clock. And then bring them back maybe Monday for school and sometimes Sunday. When I tell you, please don't think marriage secure the bag for your children. It doesn't. And it's very frustrating because you're trying to raise these children in a way with no money. That's why I don't understand when their ex-wife be complaining. I'm like, bitch, I don't get no child support. I don't get nothing. The only thing this boy do is get his daughter hair done. Like, I'm over here winging it, and I'm still making it work. But anyway, enough about her. But I just be overwhelmed sometimes because I be like, y'all be thinking because y'all be married to these men, they gonna take care of these kids. And I was married for 10 years. This wasn't no short shit. And he be just like, fuck it, I'm not paying for nothing. But anyway, I'm going to put his ass on child support today and let the white man decide. Peace.
A quick reminder, please remember to like, comment, and subscribe down below. And let's continue the video.
So sometimes before my son goes to school in the morning, he'll ask me for some money, which I usually give to him. Sometimes I just voluntarily give him money before school. So he asked me for money this morning, but today was a little different because he asked me for $1, and then right after he asked me, he said, don't you get child support from dad? I'm like, yeah, I do. But what does that have to do with anything? Like, why? I'm like, why do you know about child support? Who told you about child support? He said, oh, my dad said that whenever I need money, just to ask you for some of the child support money. What? Excuse me? So I had to break it down to him and tell him child support is to help with the food that you get, the food that you eat, the clothes that you wear, including your sneakers, like keeping a roof over your head, that you have your own bed in your own room, keep the electricity on, like for what, give you money when you go to school trips, or when we do extracurricular activities out of school. I was like, that's what child support is for. I also had to tell him, like, whether I'm getting child support or not, I'm gonna give you money. So, like, I was giving you money before I was getting child support. You ask me for money, I give you money all the time. Today he only asked for $1. The other day he asked me for $10. And yes, I was like, $10? But yes, I still gave him the $10. Because he asked me for stuff, I give it to him. Because I feel like that's what I'm supposed to do. I'm his mother. But for his father to tell him to ask me for the child support money, first of all, as if it is voluntarily. Like, you are not voluntarily giving me child support money. They are pulling that money out of your paycheck after you've been causing a bitch fit about it. So I'm like, you really told this boy to ask him for child support money, to ask me for child support money. I'm like the audacity.
So hopefully it's gonna take me 3 minutes. But my unpopular opinion that I'm pretty sure nobody cares about is child support. Child support is used to support the child, whether that be buying something specifically for the child, such as necessities like underwear, socks, clothes, things of that nature. Even something as simple as paying for daycare. Also, keep in mind that child support can go toward anything to support the child in regards to their living expenses. So, meaning, if it is to help pay the rent, to help pay a car note, to help pay a gas, electric bill, or however, all of that is still included in supporting the child. Now, I do feel like anything that you cannot say is supporting the baby, whether it be like food or food, clothes, or anything, even a car note, because there's transportation to get your baby back and forth, ain't really considered child support. I say all that to say I was a single mama for a very long time, close to like 9 or 10 years to be exact, and I used to always get told that child support is used specifically to support the child, meaning only to buy items or anything that entailed supporting the child specifically, and not anything outside of that. Like, oh, you can't pay your car note because that's a car note that you choose to get or that you chose to get, which is stupid because, again, you still have to transport your child back and forth in that car. So I never understood that. And I feel like if it's supporting the child, specifically, you know, and you put it in a sense to where children should, you know, the only right way to have it is a 2-parent household. And not so much the only right way to have it. Financially, it's better to have it that way. And if one parent is absent and not there, and they have to pay child support or make up for not being there, so therefore, it is to support the child, meaning the household that the child lives in and everything that is in correlation to that.
I'm not even sure if being nice pays off anymore. I just have to like vent, rant, whatever for a minute. I have literally continuously been nice, tried to like, I put off getting child support for so long with my ex for like years. Then I had to get a lawyer. Then he got arrested. My child support case literally drug on for a whole entire year. Then I was like, what even happened? That was a year ago. No child support. He got arrested. And I'm still like, what even happens? Called today. They were like, finally got a hold of somebody today. Recap. They were like, you don't have a case. I'm like, I'm pretty sure I do. No, you would have to refile. I'm like, I have done this so many times over, and I've been so nice about it. I don't understand. In the meantime, I've been trying to like work without working with brands. And in the meantime, currently, I'm pretty sure I'm getting screwed over on one that's not going to pay me. I'm pretty sure that's been from like a long time ago, and they're just like dodging me. I'm just like, when is being nice just like no longer a good thing? I'm just like, it's just hitting. It's just hitting today. And I'm just like literally the people that are mean to you, they just like get off with it, and they're just like, okay. I've literally had like an order of protection for like him pushing me, like trying to run me off the road for my kids, and they're just like okay with it. I'm like, so I literally have to almost be like myrtleized, and my kids too, and they're just like, yeah, basically, for them to do anything. Or they'll be like, oh, well, when you put it that way, what else do you want me to put it? The way that like the mean people, bad people get to be always like winning, I'm just like, today it's just hitting, and this is not the usual, but I just needed to rant, I guess. And yeah, it's a day.
Where are my child support parents? The parents who are supposed to be receiving child support? Can we talk about something real quick? So, like, does inflation only matter in certain situations? Because I'm pretty sure the whole entire world is going through inflation, and I just don't think it's fair that because, I don't know what you would call it. Sorry if I screw up with what I'm about to say, but I just think that it's so crazy that I'm a stay-at-home mom of 2, okay? My husband does work. My husband does provide for us, okay? I have an 11-year-old daughter also. She's in school. But she has a father of her own. And I just don't think it's fair that because we're in inflation, that he is given a pass to basically not fucking pay his child support. Excuse my language. He's been on child support for almost 2 years, and in those 2 years, I have received a total of 3 payments. He owes me $343 a month, and he can't even pay that a month, okay? So then, I took him to court, and he gave me $500. Then, today, he sent me $50. He's so behind on child support. He owes me $5,000. And when we go to court, or when I contact child support, they're like, oh, we have to contact his employer. We're going to suspend his license. First off, can we just discuss when the hell did child support get so lenient? Bitch, if you don't put his ass in jail until he gives me my money, like, at this point, I don't even care what happens to him. Like, just give me my money. I'm not the only one who made the child. Like, why am I the only one taking care of her? Since the day she was born, I'm the only one that's been taking care of her. Like, out of the party of me and him. Oh my god, I skip my whole skincare routine and I put lotion on. See, that's how hyped I am. Anyways, as I was saying, it takes two to tango, and I just think that it's not fair that I have all the responsibilities of taking care of this child when he made her too and won't give up his rights. Am I wrong for feeling this way? I'm confused. Is anybody else going through child support problems, or is Florida just the most screwed up state? I'm confused. Let me know.
So the men folk are out here asking for child support forgiveness like it's the goddamn student loans. I never thought I would live in a world where child support would be that much of an issue that you would feel the need to ask the president to intervene. Like the way these men folks is carrying on, you would think they was paying the thousands of dollars in child support. Sir, you're paying $30. And you have the men who want to argue, well, some of the mothers not using the child support for the child anyway. Sir, with $30, I don't even think you can buy a can of milk. Sorry, I don't think no good father who's active in their child's life, who's actually providing for their child, is complaining about child support. It be the fathers that don't even pick up their phone and tell the kid happy birthday that's doing all this complaining about child support. I can't even believe that we're at the point of asking the president to help out with child support. That's not the president's kids, them your kids. You need to do something about that child support. Like, pay it. I don't know, but asking for a child support forgiveness like it's the goddamn student loans sounds crazy as hell to me. Like, what is happening up here? What is happening?
This is an unpopular opinion, but I'm gonna say it anyway. The reason why a lot of you women have not put your foot down and put your child's fathers on child support, and why y'all letting your child's father nickel and dime y'all when it comes to him taking care of y'all kids, is because you're afraid if you do, that's gonna diminish the possibility of y'all getting back together and you getting your family back. Now, don't shoot me, okay? Don't shoot me. Don't shoot me. I am just a messenger. But I have seen this too many times. You let your child's father nickel and dime you. You let your child's father get away with doing bare minimum. Or you let him get by with doing nothing at all, hardly ever nothing at all. And you let him dangle the possibility of y'all being a family and getting back together. And that's exactly what he keep doing. Every time he see you getting tired and every time he see that you getting fed up, he dangle that little possibility. And I get it. As a woman with a kid, you want a family. You want your children to have a two-parent home. If you haven't experienced a two-parent household, you want your children to experience that. I 1000% get that. But, however, you afraid to go down there and see them white people about that man. And a lot of you women suffer in silence and taking care of y'all kids. I seen it for myself. So don't say no. And if it don't apply, let it fly. And if you start hollering, then I know you got hit. And it is okay, babes. It is okay. But I said what I said. A lot of you women would rather suffer, your children go without, because you're afraid as soon as you do, that's going to cancel the relationship. But babes, the relationship was canceled when that man decided he wasn't taking care of his kids. That relationship was canceled when that man decided that he wasn't going to help you. That relationship was already canceled, babes. It was already done. Benito, it was done.
Other day I made a video about child support, and some women came for me like y'all always do on TikTok. It does not matter to me. First of all, when I say I was a child support person, that meant that society teaches like we always have to go after the man for child support, whether he working or not. So that's what I was talking about. Secondly, when I said my husband said we didn't need the money and my kids was well taken care of, we not millionaires. We wasn't millionaires. We didn't have a bunch of money, but we made good with our money. We didn't, as he said, we didn't need his money. The little money he paid, we didn't need it. And not only that, he has kids. I've seen what women do to men once they're no longer with them. I've seen him struggle. I've seen him work hard and half of his check is taken away from him. So all you women that try to come for me, y'all don't even know half of my story. So I still stand by what I stand by. If that man is taking care of that child or those children, why is he on child support? Why can't you two sit down and be like, well, I'll pay for this, you pay for this? Why it can't be that? And y'all don't realize that child support get a portion of that money anyways. Of course they want to force child support. Of course they're going to enforce it. That does not mean that you have to keep going down there every chance you get. Now, if he's not taking care of the kid, hey, that's something different. That's up to you. I still go, you as a parent and as a mother, you still have to take care of their child, whether the father is there or not. So all of this about coming for me, telling me I'm wrong, no, I still stand by what I mean. My kids' fathers do not have child support on them. When I got a divorce, the judge said to me, why don't you want child support? I said, I don't need it. it. She said, you regret this decision. I told her, no, I won't. And I never regretted that decision because we were mature enough and old enough and say, okay, I'm going to do this and you're going to do that. Sometimes it's just that simple. Y'all make things hard.
Most people's feelings are still hurt after the breakup. So they involve the courts, who take a portion of that money too. You guys have to realize this, like, it's not free. The court pushes this because they get paid every single month. So as you guys continue to fight, they win. That is the thing. A lot of times they cause the issues. If you guys cannot come to an agreement together, you guys are cooked.
The real issue that men have against child support, and it's not even the amount, because let's just face it, even if it was $40, they would still have a problem. But the main issue that they have is just the fact that the child's mother has access to the money. That's it. And they cannot control what she does with the money. That's it. That's all.
Hey y'all, hey, let's talk about it. Because no, why is child support court so messy? Those people will call us in the rooms with like 10 other people in it, and we all just listening to each other's business. On my right, I gotta hear about how this man want a blood test. On my left, I gotta hear the man complaining because he don't want to pay the money that the people tell him he got to pay. And then they have the nerve to have a little old man security guard over here. Y'all know things about to get messy in here. Put us in separate rooms.
While we're on the topic of child support, the average cost of child support in the country, average, right? The median is about $500 a month. And I know some of you brokies are going to be like, that's a lot of money. No child needs $500 a month. Those words only come out of the mouth of a person who does not live with their child. Does not live with their child. And then when you start to count all these things, they're like, well, you were going to pay an electric bill anyway. You're going to pay this anyway. You're going to pay that anyway. You have to have a roof over your head. Like, I have 2 kids. I have a 3-bedroom house. If I didn't have kids, like, could me and my 2 kids live in a 1-bedroom? Yeah, people do it. But should they have to? No. When they're not here, my electric bill is lower. When they're not here, my water bill is lower. These motherfuckers use way more water than me. They use up way more resources. And y'all don't realize that because y'all have never lived with your children. Y'all have never had your children for more than like a few days at a time. When I tell you the drastic difference in my children being here, there was 1 month where my kids we were all gone for like a month, right? They spent 2 weeks with my ex-husband's family, and then they spent 2 weeks at my mom's. And when I looked at the difference in that month, that $500 is fucking nothing for my electric and gas, for my water bill, and then just what I would spend on groceries just to feed myself is insanely different than a child. So if the only thing and that's not even counting childcare, dental, medical, that's not counting any of that stuff. That's not counting clothes. And some of them are only paying that $500. And they're like, oh, a 3-year-old doesn't need $500. Childcare alone for one child is, what is it? Like $800 a month in California. And that's on the low end. For California, childcare for $800 is on the low end. I know some people that were paying $1,200 for one child for childcare. So imagine if your childcare is $800 and then you have to chauffeur the child around because the other person only sees them a few days a month. You have to chauffeur the child around, so you got more gas because you have to drop them off. Then you go to work. Your electric bill is higher. Your water bill is higher. Your food bill is higher. Everything in your house is higher. You're spending so much more money when you are the primary caregiver, and not to mention the administrative work that does not get calculated into it, right? Because the doctor's appointment, who books them? Who makes sure they go to all their dentist appointments? Who makes sure all the school paperwork is filled out? Who makes sure any paperwork is filled out? Who got them a passport? Who got them an ID? All the administrative stuff don't even get calculated into the expenses, but someone has to do it. So the primary parent is still doing all the legwork, and then y'all come on the internet and complain that y'all have to spend a measly couple $100. What a bunch of fucking losers.
This whole idea that baby dads have regarding giving their baby moms money regarding their kids has to stop. I don't know why y'all think we out here spending that money. Especially when we, the single parents, doing everything all the time, nonstop, providing everything, and you're not doing anything. And the moment you think that you give money that is all of a sudden going to be, we're going to just spend it on some stupid stuff. When every day we spend it on your child and ourselves to make sure they're okay. So one of my baby dads, he was supposed to get my daughter summer clothes. The whole point of him doing it, you're supposed to get the summer clothes. She went with spring break, get her summer clothes. I don't care no more. I'm telling you what I need. You either do it or you don't. Simple.
He said he didn't get the summer clothes because his sister couldn't go with him to go get summer clothes. Because I expect him to do a woman's job. But he said that if he had a woman, he would send her with our child to go get the clothes and send her the money. But he won't send me the money to get the stuff for our child. I'm confused. So you have a problem sending me money for our child, but you don't have a problem giving a girl that's not her mom, taking her to get some clothes, the money for her clothes. You really think your money holds that much weight? You think I'm about to buy a Porsche? What you think I'm about to do with it? It's giving trying to be in control. It's giving you think you're running things. It's giving you think you're hurting me. Okay. It's okay. Because what he don't do, God will. And the moment that I stopped asking and start asking God and he's showing big dog, you're a little dog, okay? So the moment when I don't answer my phone and don't answer your calls, I'm big dog. Because I don't have to. Because what exactly are you doing? You don't call. You don't help out. You don't show up. I don't answer calls. It's giving bill collector. It's giving blocked.
I'm probably going to ruffle some feathers with this one, and I honestly don't give a fuck, but child support is not a bad thing. People are always making child support out to be a bad thing, or that if you wanting or asking for it, then you can't afford your kid on your own, and trying to shame mothers into wanting it or getting it, trying to shame fathers if they take it. But the reality is it took 2 people to make a kid, so it takes 2 people to take care of the kid, and that's bottom line. It's half of your responsibility. That's it. That's all. If daycare is $600 a month, no mom or dad should be paying $600 a month. It should be $300 and $300, and that's it. The only people who have issues with this are people who don't want to take care of their kids. And if you don't want to take care of your kids, then don't have kids. But to try to guilt somebody into holding someone accountable for doing their half of their responsibilities to their child is a little wild. And if you can do it without the child support, that's great and all. Like, honestly, that's great. But you don't get no rewards. And you're not doing anybody any favors by doing it on your own, because it was never meant for you to do it on your own. It's always been a 2-person job. Nobody gonna make me try to feel some type of way about keeping my foot on somebody's neck so that they can take care of their kid. Because that's the bare minimum that you can do, is at least financially be there, if not nothing else. Stop trying to guilt people into having to struggle just so that someone else can be comfortable.
If you are not an active father in your child's life, you need to pay child support. I don't care what you say or what you've been through. If you are not an active father in your child's life, you need to pay child support, period. If you can handle this outside of the court system and everything is great, perfect. I don't care. As long as you're helping significantly to support your child. The only reason I don't believe anybody should have to pay child support, man or woman, is if you are splitting your children 50-50 every other week, every other month, however you want to do it. No child support, because then with mom, they're taken care of by mom on her time. With dad, they're taken care of by dad on his time. If that's not the case, if the mom has the kids more, if the dad have the kids more, the other parent needs to pay child support.
Unpopular opinion. My mother should have put my father and all my siblings' father on child support when we were kids. I truly think that it would have been a different outcome for me and my siblings if she held them niggas accountable. My mother struggle busted for as long as she could until we were no longer in her care. And not one stepped up to the plate when she needed them the most. I really do think that it would have been a different outcome if they were held accountable in some type of way. But hey, who am I? Just another black mother who puts her ex-husband on child support, right?
There are a lot of women who just put a lot of weight on themselves and struggle raising those children. Make sure you don't do that. If you have kids and if you are struggling, you need the help. Put that man on child support. But if you are not struggling and you don't need the help, then you don't have to. But if you do need the help, make sure that you don't struggle alone. Make sure that you get the help that you need. I appreciate you guys watching the video today. Please make sure to like, comment, and subscribe down below, and I'll see you guys in the next video.